Aries, 7 major events that may unfold in the second half of October 2025. Hello, fiery souls of Aries. Get ready. The second half of October 2025 is about renewal, endings, and breakthroughs. The cosmic map is rearranging itself, and for you, it's not just another chapter. It's a full transformation. Your ruling planet, Mars, is about to shift into a position of strength into its own sign, marking a moment of deep personal rebirth. At the same time, Jupiter, now exalted in your house of home, family, and assets, is preparing to reward your past efforts with tangible results. Yes, there are challenges. With Venus and the Sun both weak this month, your patience and emotional balance will be tested. But for every stress that appears, there's also a hidden opportunity waiting to unfold. So let's explore the 7 key astrological events that will shape your destiny during the second half of October 2025. 1. The power shift. Your ruling planet Mars changes signs after October 26th. From October 26th onward, your ruling planet Mars moves into its own sign, and that's powerful. In astrology, when your ruler is strong, you are strong. Mars governs your courage, drive, and determination. When it moves into the 8th house, the house of transformation, inheritance, and rebirth, something within you changes permanently. You may feel this as a deep inner calling, a sudden push to close one chapter and open a brand new one. Maybe you leave an old job. Maybe you finally cut ties with a relationship or mindset that's been holding you back. Or maybe you face something that scares you, but in doing so, you realize how powerful you've become. Mars in this house also rules long-term plans, secret projects, and things happening behind the scenes. So, don't be surprised if something that's been brewing quietly for months suddenly surfaces. For example, an Aries who's been working quietly on a creative business, suddenly, a breakthrough happens. Or someone who's been dealing with legal inheritance issues finally sees progress or closure. And because Mars also represents motion, some Aries natives may find themselves traveling frequently or taking up work connected to foreign lands, research, or renewal. It's transformation, yes, but the kind that builds your strength. 2. Love and money under pressure from Venus and debilitation. Now, let's talk about Venus, planet of love, pleasure, and finances. This month, Venus moves into your 6th house, the house of challenges, and becomes debilitated or weakened. That means emotional balance may waver. Money matters become more sensitive, and relationships, both romantic and business, could feel strained. You might find yourself spending more than usual, perhaps out of generosity or to solve problems. Expenses can appear suddenly, and you might even feel like your wallet has a small leak somewhere. For example, you might invest in something you love, like a passion project or a gift for someone dear, but later realize it cost more than expected. This isn't punishment. It's the universe teaching value through discernment. When Venus weakens, we learn the difference between want and need, between giving from love and giving out of guilt. If you're in a relationship, this period might test how much both sides are willing to give and take. Your partner could be stressed financially or emotionally, and you may have to carry extra weight temporarily. For singles, you might attract someone who looks good on the surface but comes with hidden complications. So stay grounded. Venus will soon recover its strength, but until then, budget wisely and guard your heart gently. 3. Pride and growth through property and stability from Jupiter exalted in the 4th house. Here comes the brightest part of your chart. Jupiter exalted in your 4th house, the realm of home, family, and inner peace. This is massive. Jupiter, planet of expansion and blessings, shines a golden light over your foundations. You may find yourself wanting to upgrade your home, buy land, invest in property, or simply make your living space more beautiful and meaningful. Even deeper, Jupiter here heals emotional roots. It brings harmony within families, reconciliation after old misunderstandings, and opportunities to build security. For some Aries, this could manifest as an inheritance, a long-awaited approval, or progress in family finances. For others, it could be a symbolic inheritance, receiving wisdom, recognition, or emotional maturity that uplifts you. This is also a great time for education or personal development. You may start a course, mentor others, or deepen your spiritual path. Example, an Aries who's been struggling to find stability might finally move into their own apartment. Another may start a side business from home that becomes surprisingly successful. Jupiter's exaltation means luck through patience and integrity. The more grounded you are, the higher you'll rise. 4. Conflicts over money and pressure from responsibilities. Now we shift to your financial zone again. Because Venus, the planet of money, is in your 6th house, the area of conflict, you must watch for financial disputes or disagreements about shared resources. It could be with a partner, colleague, or business associate. A small misunderstanding about payments or timing could easily turn into frustration. Try not to take everything personally. This is temporary turbulence. The key is clear communication and patience. You might also notice stress coming from debts, taxes, or expenses that seem to multiply. Don't panic. Instead, organize. Write everything down. The good news? This placement can also bring money with conditions, credit approvals, settlements, or loans that help you move forward. So while it feels heavy, it also offers a practical way to rebuild. Health-wise, Venus in this area warns you to avoid indulgence, too much sugar, rich food, or emotional eating. Keep your body balanced and hydrated. That's your real investment this month. 5. Children, creativity, and investment feel uncertain from Sun and debilitation around October 18th. The Sun, ruler of confidence, creativity, and leadership, moves into a weak position. It enters your 5th house and becomes debilitated, which means its usual brightness dims. You may feel moments of doubt or fatigue, especially regarding creative projects, parenting, or investments. If you're a parent, children may require extra attention or care, emotionally or financially. If you're an entrepreneur or investor, the returns might feel slower than expected. But don't lose hope. This is just a passing cloud. The Sun in this position teaches humility. You may have to adjust your expectations, focus on long-term growth, and accept that not everything can be forced. For example, imagine an Aries who launched a product earlier in the year. Results might seem disappointing now, but they'll improve by November as the Sun regains power. Avoid gambling or speculative risks this month. And if you feel mentally drained, take a short break. Creativity will flow back once your inner Sun rests. 6. Delays and misunderstandings from Mercury in irregular motion. Mercury, planet of communication and reasoning, behaves erratically this month. It changes signs twice, on October 2nd and October 31st, creating confusion, delays, and redos. Expect moments where information feels mixed up, emails lost, deals postponed, or people misinterpreting your words. If you work with data, contracts, or digital tools, double-check everything. This is also not the best time to sign major agreements without reviewing the fine print. Emotionally, this energy can make you overthink or doubt your own plans. But remember, Mercury's purpose here is to help you refine your message. Think of it like this. The universe is making sure you really mean what you say before moving forward. Example, an Aries may send a proposal that gets rejected, only to rewrite it later, and the second version becomes the breakthrough. So don't fear delays. They're divine edits in your storyline. 7. Long-term wealth and hidden blessings through property. Finally, we come to the most rewarding theme, long-term wealth and stability. With Jupiter exalted in your 4th house, your luck flows through tangible, lasting assets. Think land, property, vehicles, or real estate. Even if the road is bumpy now, the seeds you plant in October could grow into powerful foundations in 2026 and beyond. For some Aries, this could mean inheriting property or taking over a family business. For others, it's about learning how to turn personal effort into real-world security. Because remember, Jupiter is also ruler of your 12th house, the house of endings and spirituality. So, while you gain material success, you might also have to release certain attachments or spend more to maintain what you've built. But don't worry, this is productive loss. You're trading uncertainty for stability, chaos for structure. In the bigger picture, you're building your legacy. So, Aries, the second half of October 2025 is not about peace and comfort, it's about power and maturity. Yes, there will be tests. Money may fluctuate, love may feel distant, and communication could be messy. But behind all that noise, Jupiter is anchoring your foundation and Mars is awakening your inner warrior. You're rebuilding from the roots, financially, emotionally, spiritually. And every challenge you face now is carving you into someone stronger, wiser, and more grounded. When November arrives, you'll look back and realize this wasn't chaos. It was construction, the universe rebuilding your life brick by brick. So trust the process. Take care of your finances, nurture your home, and don't fear change. Because this time, Aries, change is your ally. And as the old chapter ends, a new door opens. One that leads to lasting strength, wealth, and peace of mind. Sometimes, the stars shake your world not to break you, but to make sure you remember how powerful you really are.